We got a Schefter bomb here early on this Thursday morning as he reported that there is speculation that Bill Belichick could be hired by the Kansas City Chiefs if Andy Reid were to retire. We're going to talk about it all right here on the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Jay Sanders. We appreciate you joining in, and I'm telling you, this is speculation, this is a rumor, but guess what? We're still here, we're still covering, we're still putting the video out, we're putting in the work every single day, and if you want more Chiefs news, more Chiefs content, more Chiefs rumors, we got it for you right here, so go down there and hit that subscribe button, because I'm telling you right now, we're putting out content like this 365 and sometimes even 2 a day. So hang out with us all year long by going down there and hit that subscribe. Plus, it's a good time. AFC Championship game just a couple days away. Hit that sub button because we're having a party all weekend long leading up to that AFC Championship game. We will be live right here on the Chiefs Report. Let's get into the quote here by Adam Schefter as he talked about it on Get Up this morning, saying, "We've heard over and over about the possibility that at some point in time, Andy Reid could walk away from football. So if the Chiefs were to win the Super Bowl this year, would that make him more likely to walk? And if he did walk at that point in time, and you're the Kansas City Chiefs and Bill Belichick were still sitting out there, would that not be an interesting possibility if that's what Andy Reid decided to do?" Oh my gosh, Adam Schefter, you're just dropping bombs on us here on a Thursday morning. I don't know what to even think of this. Obviously, this is huge news. Bill Belichick, one of the greatest coaches of all time. Andy Reid, one of the greatest coaches of all time. If that were to happen, I think that would probably just send the NFL into a frenzy as the Chiefs would replace Andy Reid with Bill Belichick. And I don't know what would happen, but I'm telling you right now, people would freak out because not only Bill Belichick would come and have Patrick Mahomes, but the Chiefs wouldn't miss a beat. Even if Andy Reid left, they'd still have everything they needed and a spectacular coach right there with them. I'm kind of intrigued to see where this goes. Let's talk Bill Belichick, though, for a second, because as a head coach, he has been one of the best, if not maybe the best. He has 266 wins and 121 record in 24 seasons as the Patriots head coach. He's 15 wins away from tying the all-time coaching win record set by Don Shula at 347. The only problem is he had Brady for a lot of that and most of those wins, to be quite honest with you. Since Brady's left, when he's had Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi, Cam Newton for a time, 29 and 38, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's not good by any stretch of the imagination. But you can't knock the resume this guy has. 17 AFC East titles, 9 AFC championships, 12 Super Bowl appearances, 21 winning seasons, and he is the only team to go 16-0 in team history. Bill Belichick is something that you almost can't script because I understand he's a Brady smoocher. He does with this. I get that. But at the same time, you have to recognize that he built the Patriots organization with Brady. Yes, Brady was a big part, but it's not like Bill Belichick is a bad coach. He was given Mac Jones. He was given Cam Newton. He was given Bailey Zappi and no offensive weapons. Now, did he draft properly? No, but Brett Veach knows how to draft. He wouldn't have to worry about that. And the biggest thing with Belichick here is he is really the only guy in today's coaching world that you can compare to Andy Reid. There's no one else. I don't know anybody right now coaching in the National Football League that you can say, oh yeah, that guy's probably around Andy Reid's level. It's not. The only guy is Bill Belichick because guess what? AFC East championship game, 60 in a row for the Chiefs. You want to know the only team to do better than that? That'd be Tom Brady's Patriots and Bill Belichick going 8 straight. It just kind of shows you that if Andy Reid were to go, you have an exact replica, if maybe not, maybe a little less than him right here with Bill Belichick. I have to ask the question, though, because I know there's a stipulation, especially amongst a lot of Chiefs fans, that Bill Belichick is not as good as Andy Reid. He's nowhere close. He never will be. He was a Tom Brady smoocher, and he did all freaking that because of Tom Brady. It was not because of him. So, if Andy Reid were to retire, let's kind of speculate here. If Andy Reid were to go away, would you want Bill Belichick to be hired as the next Kansas City Chiefs head coach? Again, speculation that if Andy Reid were to retire, what would they do? Would it be Bill Belichick? I want you to type Y for yes if you would hire Bill. I want you to type in for no if you're going to pass on him and try with going somebody else if that were to happen. Now, let's talk about Reid a little bit because I think you have to talk about if he actually is going to retire. He's in his 11th year here with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he does have the franchise record for wins now. He accomplished that in this season. And there's always rumors about him wanting to retire every single season. But does he actually want to retire? Is he actually thinking about this as we speak? Is this something that he's at home talking to his wife about every night saying, hey, if we do this, I'm going to retire? Or is it maybe not that way? Is there something else that he wants to keep going? We're going to tell you from the horse's mouth what he said, along with some other reports coming out about Andy Reid here in just a second. But if you want to get ahead on your amazing New Year's resolutions, then go check out factormeals.com/ChiefsChat50 and use code ChiefsChat50 to get 50% off. Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success in the new year. Skip the grocery stores, the prep work, and cooking fatigue, and instead get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. With over 35 meals to choose from per week, including options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, veggie, and more, plus over 55 weekly add-ons, you'll have a ton of nutritious and flavorful options to kickstart your resolutions. Forget frantic lunch preps and rush dinners. Factor's 2-minute meals are your secret weapon in the new year. Fuel up fast with restaurant-quality meals, all delivered right to your door. Factor has everything you need for a week of flavorful, nutritious eats. In addition to ready-to-eat meals, they have cold-pressed juices, smoothies, energy bites, extra protein, veggie sides, and more to keep you energized during frantic times. So, head to factormeals.com/ChiefsChat50 and use code ChiefsChat50 to get that 50% off. Once again, that's code ChiefsChat50 at factormeals.com/ChiefsChat50 to get 50% off. We're going to put that in the comments and the description of this video. We talked about Bill Belichick's resume. Let's talk about Big Red's resume. 25 years as a head coach with Kansas City and Philadelphia, 258 wins, 144 losses, and 1 tie. He also is the only guy to have a franchise leader in wins with both two teams, his being the Eagles and the Chiefs. Only coach to ever be that, ever. He's also the 4th in NFL history for total wins. Bill Belichick the 2nd, Andy Reid the 4th. Andy Reid has put together an impressive resume. He could retire right now, and he would be a Hall of Fame coach. He could do a lot of different things right now, and he would be a Hall of Fame coach. He has set his legacy already. But does he actually want to retire? Is he ready to hang it up? 25 years is a long time, and this guy's been in football for longer than that. I mean, you've seen the video. He was 13 winning punt, pass, and kick competitions looking like a 25-year-old. I mean, this guy has been in football for his entire life. Is he ready to hang it up? Well, guess what? Luckily, we have more information on that. There's rumors floating around from top-tier people about that as well. We talked about Adam Schefter. Well, Jason McIntyre from The Herd also talked about rumors swirling about Andy Reid leaving. He said this just a week ago. Andy Reid could be looking to step down as the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. This is not a bombshell report, as we hear this every year. Will Andy Reid retire? Will he stay? Now, that's what the report says. That's not Andy Reid. So, what exactly does Andy Reid say? Guess what? Like I said, from the horse's mouth, he was asked this question at a press conference just weeks ago, and he said, and I quote, "I haven't even thought about that. I'm thinking about one thing," obviously that being the Super Bowl, getting there. "I figured that would come up when you guys were asking these questions because I'm old, but I'm not that old." There you go. Do you think Andy Reid will retire after this season? I want you to get in the comment section and let me know. Type R for retire, type S for staying put. I'm kind of curious to see because we hear about these rumors every single year, but for some reason there is more legitimacy as the years go on because he is getting older. But like you said, like you heard, he's not that old. So R for retirement, S for staying. What do you think Andy Reid will do after this season? Let's talk about his last 5 years because obviously with players you can kind of see, well, a downward trend. Oh, maybe it's time to retire. With a coach, it ain't time to retire. You're first in the AFC. It's not time. So if he wants to stay, he can stay for as long as he freaking wants. Andy Reid, though, again, he has the choice. And should the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year, he has Patrick Mahomes. I know we've talked about Travis Kelce saying he wants to stay. But besides those two players, what is keeping them here? The cap space every year is going to get a little tighter. The players are going to get a little older. Everything's going to start to fall apart in some ways. But I think a lot of things happen because Andy Reid stays. If he stays, and you have Patrick Mahomes, I don't care what 22 players you're putting out on the field on offense and defense. If one of them is Patrick Mahomes, you have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. We got Patrick Mahomes for probably the rest of his career. So if Andy Reid wants it, he has a shot to go to the Super Bowl every single year. I'll say this. I think he stays. I also hope he stays because I know that Patrick Mahomes is a lot. I know Travis Kelce is a lot. I know that Coach Spags is a lot. But there is something to kind of put that Patrick Mahomes sat out that first year with Alex Smith. And then since he's become a starter, 6 straight AFC championships. That's not just Patrick Mahomes. That's also Andy Reid. That's also Travis Kelce. That's people around him. Now, I do still hold by it that if you have Patrick Mahomes, you have a shot at the title. So I think and I hope he stays, but you can never be 100% sure. People have said before, oh, I'm not going to retire, and then 2 days later, retire. People have said, I'm going to retire, and then they come out of retirement. At Tom Brady. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that could happen between now and the end of the season, especially if the Chiefs win this weekend, because guess what? That extends the season even longer. So, I don't know. I thought it was an interesting report, and I'd like to talk about this with you. Plus, like I said, we're putting out news and rumors, no matter how big or how small they are. We have you covered right here on the Chiefs Report. So you see it flashing down the screen. Go down there and hit that subscribe button, youtube.com/ChiefsTV, or scroll down, little red subscribe button. Press that, it'll turn gray. And that means you're joining the family here of 50,000 strong Chiefs Kingdom members. We certainly appreciate you, and as always, Chiefs Kingdom, peace out. 258 wins, 144 losses, and 1 tie. I'd say that's a pretty impressive record if you ask me.